What's going on, YouTube? Ferocity here, and before I get started with today's video, I do want to say thank you to everybody for the overwhelming amount of support on my last video talking about my weight loss, whether it was comments you left in the comment section or personal text messages I got from my friends. It was really nice to receive, and I appreciate it very much. Makes me really want to continue this journey and makes me want to accomplish all my goals, so thank you for that. Now, if you haven't seen that video, I'll link to it down below in the description, but I think it's time to get to today's video. So today I want to talk about Anthem, and there's some controversy surrounding its first VIP demo weekend not going as planned, and then also controversy surrounding its microtransactions. So let's talk first about its VIP demo problems, because this weekend is its like open beta weekend, so we're all going to get a chance to play it, and I'm going to try to play some tomorrow and stream some. But let's just hope it works out, and let's hope the servers work, because during its VIP demo weekend there was a lot of issues with the servers. Now, to be a VIP or to be part of the VIP demo weekend, you needed to pre-order the game, which I, as a rule now, just never do for video games, because there's no incentive. You know, if you're just going to give me a beta as my incentive to pre-order a game, I think that's really lazy. You know, pre-order bonuses used to be worthwhile and used to be a lot better. Now it's just like, hey, you get to play a early build of our game, which is not really the early build, because when you look at a game like Anthem, it's open weekend, but let's look at its first VIP weekend. It was like a month out from its release. Like, it's supposed to release February 22nd. Like, reality, how much are you changing in the last month before you go gold? Like, the game ships probably a week before it actually comes out, so it's ready to go a week before. So you have what maybe 3 weeks to change the game. Nothing fundamental, nothing huge is going to change. So when you look at that and you say you're going to get a chance to play it for 3 days earlier than everyone else, I don't look at that as a good pre-order incentive. But regardless of that, I don't want to rant too much about that. The demo just didn't work out well. It was buggy, it was the servers weren't working, and there were a lot of issues. Now, obviously, I think that's more of a good thing than a bad thing. I think it's really important to have your server stress test before the game goes live. And that's really important. That's one of those things you can fix even if your game is ready to go out. So it's important to have a stress test like that. So the VIP was very specific on who got to play it. You had to be either an Origin member, an EA Access member, and you had to pre-order the game. So you had to have, you know, one of those two subscriptions and pre-order the game to be able to play the VIP demo. So I don't know how many people have those subscriptions. So let's say about half of the people that are going to be playing this weekend played last weekend and there were server issues. Think about what could happen this weekend. So I think it's important to look at it and say, okay, with everybody that's going to be trying it out this weekend coming up, I think it's important to remember that it is a beta, and it's important that they get these server stress tests now, because if these issues arise during launch, it's just going to be a rocky road. And we all remember the issues with Battlefield 4, another EA release a few years ago, and how bad those servers were. So I'd far rather have these issues now in the beta so that they can fix them for launch. Now, it does suck when you have a beta so close to the release. Pardon me, wow, English is hard. A beta so close to the release that you could actually turn a lot of players off if the beta doesn't go well. So that's why they try to release the least buggy version of the game at that point, which I do have a problem with in reality, because I'd rather just get the as raw of a game as I can, just so that we can actually get a full grasp on how the game's going to play or the things that need to be fixed immediately. But regardless of that, I think for people that are going to be playing the demo this weekend, remember that it's a demo. There's going to be problems with it, and it's important that we tell EA, let EA know with constructive criticism the problems that we have with the game. Not just like fundamentally, but server issues, that type of thing, connectivity issues, because it's important that we get this solved so Anthem can have a smooth release. Now, I'm not 100% sold on this game yet. I don't know if I'm going to be buying it, but trying it out on an open beta weekend is really important to me, and I really think that that's important for more games to do. I think every game that is a multiplayer-based game should have an open beta weekend for everybody to play, everybody to try it out, because you'll actually probably get more people to buy the game if everything goes smoothly. So It is risky on one hand for EA to do an open weekend because let's say the server issues happen again, you might shy some players away, but at the same time, you might actually bring more players in if it goes smoothly. So all I'm saying is relax if things don't go according to plan on day one of the beta. Because I know EA will work tirelessly to fix it, because this is like their shot. They're trying to compete with Destiny out there. They're trying to compete with some of the bigger MMOs out there with Anthem. So hopefully you guys are playing. Hopefully you guys can enjoy it. But let's talk about the microtransaction situation that arose. So there was a Reddit post earlier this week that showcased an image of some armor, and we realized that armor was going to cost us $20 to buy. Now, the kind of pay for what you want model in micro DLC has been made famous by Fortnite. It's one of the biggest things going, right? You know, everybody wants to have the same shop success as Fortnite has, which is understandable. It's a gross amount of success. It's making billions or millions of dollars every week. So every company is going to try to do their own take on how to make cosmetic items as profitable as possible. The problem with this is there's a huge backlash because no one's going to pay $20 for skin in a lot of people's minds. But in my mind, I'm thinking there's idiots out there that will. Like, people don't care. They want to have their guy look as badass as possible. So, yeah, we'll spend the extra $20. They have the disposable income. They don't care. You know, there's a lot of YouTubers that'll do it just to be like, look what I bought from the shop today, because they do it with Fortnite. So why wouldn't they do it with Anthem? You know, look how badass my guy looks. And they'll get 400,000 views on a $20 skin. So I think as much as people want to be frustrated with it, it's not something I see EA changing. Like, they might change it. They might turn that down to a $15 skin. It's not going to entice me to buy it because I don't really care about cosmetic items. I'd rather just personally earn them through playing the game than go out and pay for them, because I don't need that instant gratification. I'd rather have the gratification of grinding for a piece of cosmetic. You know, like I did back in Halo 3, where literally every piece of cosmetic you had to grind for to get, you know, through playing campaign on different difficulties and doing different challenges in multiplayer. And it was a lot of fun, and I still remember those days till today. So I think it is important to have some sort of grind to be able to achieve certain cosmetic items. And I think that that's going to be alive and well in Anthem if we learned anything from this screenshot, which also showcased some in-game currency that you earn every single game. So knowing that you can earn it through grinding and you can also pay for it, I'm actually not as upset with it, because as much as people want to get mad about a $20 skin and how anti-consumer that is, just don't spend your money on it. Like, here's the simple solution. Instead of telling them to lower the price because you won't pay for it, just don't buy it, and then they'll be forced to lower it, right? So instead of bitching and complaining about it, just don't buy it, because they probably won't change their practices, because the people that are bitching and complaining about it are probably going to still spend the money on it. So they're not really going to change it. But if we just choose not to buy it instead of bitching about it, they're going to be forced to change it if they're going to want to gain any type of profit from their microtransactions. So that's my way of looking at it. Obviously, it's the unpopular position of saying I'm okay with this system, because if anything, if the consumers are against it, eventually they'll change it. And I think that that's a better position to take than just be like, let's get mad at it because of internet hate, and they'll be forced to change it. Whereas if we just choose not to buy into it, we won't. So I want to know your take down below on Anthem. Are you guys excited for this game? Are you guys looking forward to it? Let me know in the comment down below. And as always, guys, if you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more videos from me, please hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next video.